On the morning of September 29th, strong convective weather caused by the outer circulation of Typhoon Buaoy combined with weak cold air triggered tornadoes in multiple parts of Zhanjiang, Guangdong. Videos show the sky darkened by thick clouds as the tornado swept across the sea and shot into the sky with incredible force. The scene looked like something from a movie. Terrified citizens recorded the apocalyptic sight. A citizen shouted while filming, as a funnel descended from the clouds to the sea.
Oh my goodness, a tornado, a tornado, a tornado.
The tornado violently lifted metal roofs into the air, and in the video you can hear the deafening roar of the wind. Tornadoes in city centers are extremely rare, and many drivers who saw the tornado coming stopped their cars and turned back, too afraid to continue. Some videos show the tornado's large scale, arriving quickly and causing devastating destruction. It lasted around 10 minutes on average, enough to destroy everything in its path. Some objects were even lifted into the air, creating a terrifying scene. Surveillance footage captured the tornado's passage, with deafening howling winds carrying dust and debris, creating thick, murky clouds that darkened the sky. On September 28th, tornado warnings were issued in many parts of Guangdong. Online reports indicate that at least 3 tornadoes struck Zhanjiang that day. After the tornado hit, residents' houses were damaged, with trees torn out of the ground and scattered across yards. The residents suffered severe losses, and many cried upon seeing the devastation. A netizen posted a video saying,
The tornado passed through Jianghong town in Shuishi County, destroying several fish farming homes. The fish were swept away. It was so terrifying. The wind passed by my relative's fish pond, and thankfully they were unharmed, though they were so scared their legs went weak. The scene described by the villagers was really frightening.
In the video, a tornado is seen near Lianjiang, Guangdong, where villagers' homes were overturned. In Shijing town, Lianjiang, a powerful tornado tore up the ground and passed through Pingxiang village and the Baiyun temple. Unfortunately, the temple's roof collapsed due to the wind. The surrounding fruit trees were uprooted by the tornado.
On September 29, 2025, after the tornado in Henshan Town, Yangjiang, Guangdong, my yard was left in a mess. The gate was blown down, and the walls I built around the yard also collapsed. The entire yard was destroyed. There's not a single good spot left. This tornado was so scary, and the big trees on the roadside were snapped in half by the wind.
As Zhanjiang faced tornadoes, there was also flooding. Lianjiang also suffered severe flooding, with many streets submerged, vehicles soaked, and homes flooded with water levels reaching knee-height. Low-lying areas in Lianjiang Development Zone became flooded once again. One netizen commented on social media, Zhanjiang really got heavy rain. Many streets, farmlands, and bridges in Shuishi County are submerged. It's another wasted year for farmers, with no harvest. They're really struggling. Another netizen posted, on September 29th, after the heavy rain in Shuwennan Mountain, even though the rain stopped, there's still water accumulated in the central area. A car was submerged. This area is lower and has more water accumulation. The rain lasted for a long time and was very heavy. An online commentator from the historic commercial town of Anpu in Lanjiang shared that the deepest part of the flooding reached waist height. They said their store was completely submerged and it was heartbreaking to see. This extreme weather caught many by surprise. Some streets were flooded, blocking vehicles and trapping pedestrians. Many citizens' daily lives were disrupted. One netizen lamented, Zhanjiang dodged Typhoon Ragasa, but couldn't escape Bualoi. And now there's a tornado. It's terrifying. The tornado is scarier than the typhoon. Even more unbelievable, this was the second time in 20 days that a tornado hit. The first was on September 9th in Leizhou, Zhanjiang, where the factory roofs were blown off like paper, flying tens of meters. Stores and factory warehouses were completely flattened overnight, and street food stalls were left with only metal frames. Videos show the wind sweeping yellow soil from the fields into the air, and then tearing the roof off of a nearby factory. Typhoon Buaoy was the 20th typhoon of the year. It hit regions like Hainan, Guangdong, and Guangxi, leading to flooding in 24 medium and small rivers across Guangxi, Yunnan, Guangdong, Chongqing, and Shanxi. On September 29th, Guangxi experienced the heaviest rainfall as Typhoon Buaoy struck, causing school and transportation closures. Areas such as Chongzhou, Baise, and Pingxiang saw heavy to torrential rain, with localized downpours. Oh my goodness, this is even worse than the 1998 floods. The entire supermarket was destroyed.
So dangerous, we need to go back.
After continuous rainfall, Baice City in Guangxi was hit by a once-in-a-century flood, with water levels surpassing the warning level by 2 meters. The Baina River rose a staggering 2.5 meters. On September 30th, the Baice Water Control Hub opened the sluice gates to release water. Several roads in Baice were severely flooded, with shops and supermarkets on the ground floors submerged. As of the time of reporting, water levels were nearing the historical flood level set in 1998. The Jianhe Road section was closed, and the whole city was on high alert. From September 29th to 30th, heavy rainfall caused severe flooding in Jingxi County, with many roads and farmlands submerged. On the afternoon of September 30th, Guangxi Baice Rongmei reported that a landslide occurred in a village in Dabao County, trapping 13 people. All access roads to the site were blocked by the landslides, and vehicles and machinery could not pass. Local residents criticized the government, urging them to strengthen geological disaster warnings to prevent similar accidents in the future. After Typhoon Buaoy made landfall in Vietnam, heavy to torrential rains affected the border regions between China and Vietnam. River water levels in the upper reaches of the Zhanjiang River in Guangxi rose rapidly, and the flood peak in Longzhou County, Chongzhou, continued to increase. Some automated stations recorded over 250 millimeters of rainfall. From the evening of September 29th, continuous heavy rain in Vietnam sent floodwaters rushing into Guangxi. The cities of Longzhou and Chongzhou were trapped by rising floodwaters, and nearby rivers exceeded warning levels. Chongzhou, Dabao, Fangengchang, and other areas issued emergency alerts. In Pingxiang, located on the China-Vietnam border, the entire city was flooded. The rain came down heavily and fast, and in just a few hours, water on city streets reached up to half a meter deep. Electric bikes floated like boats, and residents lamented that Pingxiang had transformed overnight, facing severe flooding and secondary disasters.
Pingxiang City is hit by floods.
The first floor is completely flooded. On the evening of September 29th, the Pingxiang Meteorological Station issued an orange alert. From the night of September 29th to the early hours of September 30th, the rainfall in Pingxiang reached nearly 50 millimeters in 2 hours, with some areas accumulating over 120 millimeters. Streets were flooded, vehicles were submerged, and the city's drainage system failed completely. Meanwhile, Dabao County in Guangxi Province recorded over 100 millimeters of rainfall, and Fangchenggang streets became rivers. Hey, do you guys need these cars? I'll buy them from you for 5,000 yuan. This is no longer just a little scary. I'm gonna check how the first floor of my house is doing. Oh my god, I hope I don't have to sleep upstairs. I feel like the rain might stop soon. Hopefully, right? It's so terrifying. Oh no, raising the refrigerator didn't help. It's flooded. The chairs are floating. It looks like we won't be sleeping tonight. Water is almost 10 centimeters deep right at the store entrance. Many cars are flooded, and not just small cars, but motorcycles and electric bikes too. Tonight, Pingxiang is doomed to stay awake. It's a sea of water, and many shops are also flooded. Typhoon Buaoy and its residual circulation caused severe flooding in Dabao County. 12 towns in Dabao County were affected to varying degrees. As of 4 p.m. on September 30th, over 1,000 people had been evacuated, and over 1,000 acres of crops were damaged. This fall, the typhoons keep coming. On the afternoon of September 24th, Typhoon Regasa, a level 17 storm, made landfall in Zhanjiang, Guangdong. Several areas in the province were hit by heavy rainfall, causing urban and rural flooding, mountain floods, and mudslides. Several photovoltaic projects were damaged. A fish solar project was severely affected, with netizens describing it as almost a total wipeout. The storm, as one netizen put it, blew away the industry's shame. Videos on social media show, at the fishing port, on top of factory buildings, solar panels flew through the air, shattered, and turned upside down like dice on a gambling table. The brackets snapped off their last screws. Videos from the scene show that 60% of the solar panels, which were mounted on flexible brackets, were blown off. Even the remaining panels were flying around, with the entire project being nearly destroyed. The roof solar panels fell off like autumn leaves. From photos taken at the scene, it's clear that the power station is in chaos, with many solar panels blown off by strong winds, damaged panels scattered everywhere, and the extent of the damage is shocking. A reporter from Cover News visited the Xingye photovoltaic power station in Zhanjiang City. The 280-acre solar farm was severely damaged, with many panels bent and twisted. An employee at the power station said that more than half of the panels were estimated to be damaged, with the specific situation still under further assessment. The power station, which started operation in August 2015, has a designed lifespan of 25 years, generating 57 million kilowatt-hours of electricity annually. As a distributed photovoltaic project located within the town, video showed destroyed panels have flooded social media.
广东真的不适合装光伏啊。
Guangdong really isn't suitable for solar power. It's a mess everywhere. After a typhoon, there's debris all over. These solar panels fell down and hit many cars below. The damage is severe.
A video shows a villager's home affected by the typhoon, with solar panels from the roof blown off and hitting cars below. Some panels even fell onto nearby utility poles, tangling with power lines and creating a danger of electrical shorts. When solar panels are blown away by a typhoon, they pose a serious safety risk. The main dangers include panels falling from high places with enough weight and momentum to injure people or damage property. Broken solar panels create sharp glass and metal edges. If the power station doesn't promptly cut off the power after the damage, it may result in a risk of electrical leakage. Since the voltage of solar panel stations can reach thousands of volts, this poses a serious threat to both maintenance staff and nearby residents. Some panels weren't just blown off, they were torn apart, with battery cells exposed on the ground, and some panels fell into parked cars, causing secondary damage. Even more frightening is that the abandoned solar panels, if they're not cleaned up, contribute to increasing microparticle pollution in the soil and oceans. Broken metal, glass, and plastic can form tiny particles, which may eventually enter the food chain. In fact, over the past few years, every time a typhoon hits, Guangdong, Fujian, Hainan, and other provinces have seen solar devices falling faster than anywhere else. Last year, Typhoon Doksuri swept through Xiamen, leading to a collective collapse in the solar industry. This year, Typhoons Capricorn and Connie hit one after the other. Insurance companies just started issuing the bills, but before they could review them, tens of millions in assets were blown away by the wind. A single typhoon has exposed the chaos in the solar industry. Price wars are one of the main culprits. Many commercial and industrial roof projects don't even perform structural assessments, rushing the installation and relying on luck in wind-prone areas. An industry saying goes, whether a solar power station can withstand a typhoon depends on how much steel is used for the brackets. It simply means that whether you're willing to spend a few $100,000 more will make the difference between whether panels fly away or not. Unfortunately, the reality is harsh. Owners demand 40 tons, while contractors cut it to 32 tons to save money and increase profits. When the typhoon comes, few tons of steel makes all the difference. In fact, cutting corners has never been new. Low-bid projects cut costs wherever they can, using cheaper steel, poor quality bolts, leaving roof panels just hanging there. With a slight breeze, they can shatter in an instant. This kind of operation not only harms investors, but also puts residents in danger. What's even more upsetting is that many projects didn't even check local wind pressure standards before starting. Some didn't even bother with structural assessments of commercial and industrial roofs. To save time and hassle, commentator Yan Xiaohuai has exposed the chaos within the industry.
台风华加沙之后，台山沿海光伏发电系统碎了一地。
After Typhoon Regasa, the photovoltaic systems along the coast of Taishan were shattered. Taishan is a typhoon-prone area, with an average of 3 to 4 tropical cyclones annually. Who is so reckless to waste money here? It's obvious that the money isn't theirs, it's subsidy money. The construction is completed, the subsidies are received, and the game ends. They don't care about the typhoon or the damage. Those who approve the subsidies know? Of course they know. But once the money is spent and private benefits are obtained, that's all they care about. I've talked about the harm of subsidies many times. Watching the wealth created by everyone's hard work being destroyed is truly heartbreaking. Wealth is the result of accumulated resources, and wastefulness isn't just a one-time event. It destroys the foundation for future growth and damages long-term development. This is also one of the reasons why the Chinese people are hardworking yet not wealthy.